welcome to the Statesman podcast. My name is Swat. Today I'm flying solo and just come along with me as we discuss something very critical. By the way, before I go on, please don't forget to like our channel, subscribe, and share as much as you can so we keep the conversation going. Like I said, I'm flying solo today, and today I just wanted, us to talk about that little incident that happened yesterday where we saw the coalition of United Political Party CUPP address a wall conference and raising an alarm on the plots, fresh plots, like they said, that they have uncovered to remove the INEC chairman. And apart from that, the CUPP spokesperson, who is Ikenga Ugochinyere, actually spoke on behalf of the opposition parties and said that the coalition had also uncovered the plots to deactivate the bimodal voter accreditation system, also known as the BVAS, if you all know the new innovation on the side of INEC, right? And so this brings a lot of questions to mind. First of all, in Nigeria, basically, when issues like this are raised, you do not just dismiss it because, like the popular saying goes, there is no smoke without fire, right? I mean, I remember when there were talks about how the former Chief Justice of the Federation was also that there was a plot to remove him just prior to an election year, and a whole lot of people said, "Well, that is just some plot by the opposition. That's just some rumors." But what happened? We saw the eventual removal of Honorable, Justice Onogen back then, and with the replacement of the Chief Justice who of the Federation who retired recently, that is Justice Tanko. And now we're having this permutation and this rumor coming up again. I mean, I would not even call it rumor at a time like this because if the CUPP, which is a reputable body, known to be at the forefront of opposition, making strong statements, to the government, and of course having action taken even as a result of some of the concerns they raise. If they can't come out and address a world conference, then we should all begin to get worried, don't you think so? Because at a time where many Nigerians are rejoicing that the Electoral Act has come out and would address a whole lot of issues bugging on rigging election year in, year out. And that would be addressed through the BVAS and a whole lot of innovation that has come in through the electoral system. Then you would wonder, why is there any plan, or who are the people who are plotting to actually take the INEC chairman and take out the BVAS from the whole electoral process? Well, I think this is just a warning to each and every Nigerian that more than ever before, there are lots and lots of desperate politicians who are out there to disenfranchise Nigerians and to rob Nigerians of their duly elected person. I mean, we all know that we're at a time when Nigerians are desperate for good leadership and to see a restoration of Nigeria back into its rightful place. But with this sort of news coming up, indeed, I think it's something that we all need to be worried about. Yeah. And so I think it's a call more than ever before that Nigerians need to be aware of. That normally when things are put right in this country, there are some set of people who are really, really not excited at seeing Nigeria come back to its rightful place, because one would rightfully say that some sort of transformation or restoration process is on with the new electoral act, but then obviously some people are not happy about it and want things to continue with the normal status quo. So these are the issues today. I don't know how many of you have been following up on the news, but I think it's very pertinent that we all open our eyes to know that indeed, as much as it's looking that our electoral process is being shapen, there are some people who are bent on sabotaging it because they would profit in one way or the other. So what does this call for us to do as Nigerians? It tells us that we need to rise up, we need to speak up, we need to use all the platform available to us, whether you are a Nigerian youth, whether you are a politician who is a politician with morality, so to speak, because there are people who lack morality. And that's why you get to hear these rumors. And we know them. They're everywhere. They benefit and are merchants of whether it's failure in the electric, in the power sector or in the oil and gas or in infrastructure. Those sort of people that just don't want anything to happen in Nigeria that will speak well of us as a nation. Indeed, there is a plot and we all need to watch out. All right, I'll be taking a very quick break right now. And then when we come back, will draw a cutting over this discussion. Please don't forget to like this video and also leave your comments, and let's get to communicate in the comment section. My name is Swat. I'll come right back after this. All right, welcome back. We're looking at that the news about the CUPP coming out to alert the world, Nigerians, everybody, that there is a plot to unseat the INEC president, to also ensure that the BVAS do not work, because many politicians are obviously afraid that if the system cannot be manipulated as it has often been year in, year out, or that is election year in, year out, then it may not work in favor, in view of the fact that many Nigerians are now politically aware. Now, let me just add a bit to the story, right? Prior to the CUPP's press conference, world press conference that we saw them address the world yesterday, sources had actually said that political actors believed that the election would be difficult to manipulate under the current circumstances, looking at what the INEC is putting in place to ensure that we have a free and fair election. There are three unwanted elements about the election. And so the story goes. And I'll continue. It says, which the politicians wanted to expunge. Okay. It is gathered that one is the use of the BVAS for the accreditation of voters, then the cancellation of the use of incident forms and electronic transmission of election result. These are some of the things that these politicians obviously are afraid of, because these are weapons that would make them powerless, unlike before, where this processes could be manipulated easily. Now, also, two governors, one from the southeast and another from the northeast, are said to be in the forefront of the plot to kick out the INEC chairman. Also, a leader in the National Assembly who allegedly felt betrayed by the INEC chairman is also said to have joined the fray to get back at the chairman. And these are the issues, people. I mean, I know a lot of people can dismiss the story and say, well, what proof do you have here and there? But like I said at the beginning, nothing in Nigeria happens that is without some sort of triggers here and there. It may not be outrightly, visible, but in due course, you get to see the plot unveiling itself. And so, like I was saying before I took the break, I think it's a time for us to all sit up and make our voices known. Let's use our social media platform. Let's begin to speak out, whatever it means, social CSOs, NGOs, non-state actors, and even the state actors need to rise up and take a stand that nobody has a birthright or has a right to, take Nigeria in their own palms and manipulate the process as though it is just, their own thing. Nigeria belongs to all of us. And so all of us want to have some sort of freedom to live a good life, to have what other people around the world have, and that is access to a good life, access to good jobs, access to roads, infrastructures, economic, prosperity, and the likes of, the list goes on endlessly. So the plot is on, but Nigerians, shine your eyes, open your eyes, and do what is needful. I think at this point in time, I would stop and say my goodbyes. Like I said, please don't forget, leave your comments in the comment section and let's interact on what you think about this. My name is Swat, and this is the Statement Podcast. I'll see you next time.